YouTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with an announcement video. Hat season is back, you guys. Hat season is back. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, I have my Halloween hat that I had last year. It's my Funky Cool Witches hat that I absolutely love. So this comes out in October, close to October. And of course I have my pink sparkly Santa hat for the Christmas season. So, you know, consistency on this channel, essentially, when it comes to hats anyway. So I am here to announce a readathon, and my gosh, you guys, I am so excited about this. I mentioned this in passing in a vlog, like in one of my daily vlogs. I just thought, you know what would be kind of fun would be to do a witchy romance readathon. And I mentioned it, and I'm like, if you guys know of anything, or if you want me to do that, and a lot of you were like, yes, please, to a witchy romance readathon. So here we are. This is the Witches Need Love 2 Readathon. I just thought that was such a charmingly delightful title for a readathon. So this readathon I am hosting. This is right off the cuff, guys. I literally put a couple of days planning into this. I am just so excited. Essentially, the entire point of this readathon is to read witchy romance, which is really becoming prevalent lately. You see it a lot. And these are not just necessarily Halloween type books. They probably take place at a lot of different other times of the year. But because witches are synonymous, of course, with Halloween, that's why I thought to do this in October would be absolutely perfect. So I do have some prompts, just because I like prompts. I know you guys like prompts. And this challenge, or this readathon, excuse me, is going to run from October the 1st through the 31st. I was going to have a group read, but I decided not to because I couldn't think of anything that the books I wanted to use are like brand new releases. And I thought I didn't want to have anybody have to purchase a book, you know, or because it being a new release, you might not be able to get it from your library. So no group read this year. If this takes off and if you guys really enjoy it and we do this again next year, then I'll probably pick a group read or something like that. So anyway, there are lots of these kind of books available. I'm just trying to figure out how to do my hair here. And yeah, I am super stoked. So the 4 prompts, there will be a cute little bingo board, not a bingo board, a prompt board. So I'll have that up here. Just something I put together relatively quickly, with the 4 prompts. So the first prompt is a book that has the word witch or hex in the title. Pretty straightforward. That covers just about every witchy romance book you guys can find. Witch or hex in the title. The second prompt is a purple cover. Purple and witchcraft just go together. They like peanut butter and jelly. So yeah, a book with purple on the cover. The third prompt is a book published in 2023. So like I said, there are some new books coming out. You know, there's some books that have already been released. You might be able to find, yeah, a book published in 2023. So that one's pretty straightforward. And last but not least, I thought this was a fun prompt. Not a witch is the prompt. Meaning that another main character in the story needs to not be a witch. And you do see this quite a bit. This is not as hard as you think it might be, because a lot of these witchy romances, it tends to be a witch and another magical being. So your 2 main characters, one might be a witch and one might be a werewolf. So you're getting the not a witch prompt. And there is one book that I'm going to mention that literally covers all 4 of these prompts. You could read just that one book. And I thought at first about doing it for the group read because I thought, oh, this is perfect. Everybody gets all the prompts. But it's the second book in a series. So I know a lot of you series readers would not be down for that. So that's why I didn't do that. So I just want to mention some books here. So there are some that are coming out later this month in September that I wanted to mention. I may or may not have all of these on pre-order, but let's not go there. So the first one is Playing the Witch Card by K.J. Del Antonia. This one is labeled as a book that is practical magic meets the Gilmore Girls. This comes out on the 12th of September, so it actually comes out tomorrow. This video is going to go up on Monday, so it'll come out tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. The next one is Witch of Wild Things by Raquel Vasquez Gilliard. This also comes out on the 12th. This is a bit more, what's the word I want to use for this one? It's not so fanciful as some of the other books. There is probably a romance in this one, but it's probably more along the lines of, it feels to me more like that one by Schwab. Oh my gosh, why am I completely drawing a blank on this book now? Clearly I need more coffee this morning. So the book I was trying to remember is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I kind of get more vibes of that book from this book. But again, pre-ordered. And Hex Education by Maureen Kilmore comes out on the 19th. So a week tomorrow. This one sounds really good. It's about a coven of witches who haven't talked to each other in many, many years. They were in college together. And I guess in college they burned down their dorm. And now they're like suburban mums and stuff like that, and they have to come back together again to right the wrong that happened back then, and it just sounds absolutely delightful. As soon as I saw burn down their dorm, I'm a big fan of the Golden Girls, and all I thought about was Sophia burning down Shady Pines. I am looking forward to that one. So yeah, so there's just 3 of them. Now there are some more. Another 2023 release is Witches Get Stuff Done by Molly Harper. This one I have in my cart on at Chapters Indigo to get a copy of once payday hits. And yeah, I'm super excited about this one. I love Molly Harper's writing, and she is just fantastic. And then just some other, I'm just going to mention some books here, you guys. Like, if any of these jump out at you, I've got a stack of them here, you know, that I actually own, but I wanted to talk about some that might be a little bit older that you might want to hunt out. So, Not the Witch You Wed by April Asher is the first book in the Supernatural singles series, and it came out last year, and I read it and I enjoyed it. So this one would absolutely fit the prompt for three of the prompts. It has the word witch in the title. It's clearly a purple cover. And it also has the not a witch prompt in it because our main character falls for a werewolf or a half werewolf or something like that. So yeah, so that fits 3 of the prompts. Now, if you've already read that book and you're like, oh, I read this one last year. If you want to go on and read the one that came out this year, Not Your Exs Hexes by April Asher, this is going to get all 4 prompts for you because it is witch or hex in the title. Hexes in the title. Purple cover. Now, it's a pink cover, but her dress is purple. I'll allow that. And it was published in 2023. It just came out. And not a witch. I think she falls for a demon. So if you've read Not the Witch You Wed, go on to book number 2, hit all 4 prompts, and Bob's your uncle. So, like I said, I did read Not the Witch You Wed last year, but I don't remember it that well. I might actually read both of these in the month of October. We shall see. So another, like again, I'm just going to list a bunch of books that I have here, or have read, or may not have read. Witch You Gonna Do by Avery Flynn. I read this one last year as well. It was really cute and really fun. I'm trying to remember, I think both of our main characters are witches, but it was still a really fun read. I enjoyed it a lot. A more newer release that just came out is Enchanted to Meet You by Meg Cabot. I showed this one a couple days ago in a vlog that I just picked this one up. It's the Witches of West Harbor novel. It says all she wants is a normal relationship. Too bad she's a witch. So yeah, again, purple cover, published in 2023. So it would catch 2 of the 4 for sure. Then we have Witch Please by Anna Guire. This is an older book. Probably came out 2 or 3 years ago. It's the first in the Fix It Witches series, I think. I know this one has had mixed reviews. Some people liked it. Some people did not like it. I do really want to read it. So I hope to get to it at some point very soon. The next one is The Witch is Back by Sophie H. Morgan. This was sent to me by the publisher. I still have not gotten to it yet. It just came out not long ago. Love is a hex of a thing, it says on the back. And yeah, I am really looking forward to this one. This is a definite must read in October. Thank you again to Harlequin for sending this out to me. So yeah, I've heard some great things about this one, so looking forward to it. Next, a book that I did read, but I would love to give a reread to. It might not be this year, I might wait till next year, is The Ex Hex by Erin Sterling. So this is the first in a series, I think. I think The Kiss Curse is the second book, and that one has a purple cover. So if you've read The Ex Hex, you could go to The Kiss Curse and read that one and get the purple cover prompt. If you so desired. Just suggestions, you guys. Just suggestions. Yeah, I really like the Ex Hex. I thought it was a lot of fun. Again, I would love to give it a reread. So hopefully, maybe eventually. Then we have another one that I have not read yet. And this is The Witches of Moonshine Manor by Bianca Maris. Why were we taught to fear witches and not the men who burn them? So this one is a little darker, I think, than what you've been seeing already. A cover of modern-day witches, a magical heist gone wrong, a looming threat. I don't know how much romance is in this one, but there must be some. There usually is. So yeah. I am, very excited about this one. I will be getting to this one. Now, this is more of like a bluey cover, but I might, I think it depends. Maybe you can count it for purple. But Witches is in the title, so it would definitely fit. The next one is a book that came out a couple of years ago, and it's A Letter to Three Witches by Elizabeth Bass. This is being labeled as Practical Magic meets Hocus Pocus, I think. And yeah, I love the cover of this one. No, not Practical Magic. No, it's Bewitched meets Practical Magic. Yes. So, love that. Really want to get to this one. I want to literally read every single one of these books I'm mentioning to you guys. So, that's a thing. The next one we have here is Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross. Now, I had meant to read this one earlier this year. I have not gotten to it yet. It is going on my October TBR, and it's going to get read. Period. Full stop. This one actually is a witchy romance. So it is about a werewolf. Let me just read you the quick little back of it. Unable to shift for 3 months, Matro Cruz now knows all too well. His wolf has taken up residence in his head, taunting him night and day with vividly violent and carnal thoughts. Convinced he's cursed, he needs the help of a powerful witch before he literally goes insane. So it is the relationship between a witch and not a witch, a werewolf. So you're getting 2 of the prompts in this one. And yeah, so this is the first in a series. Stay a Spell is the series. Guys, I need to read this book. I want to read every single book in this series, and I just haven't gotten there yet. So I have to get to this one. Dark Witch by Nora Roberts. Let's go to the Queen of Romance. Has also written a lot of witch-themed romances. Dark Witch is the first in the O'Dwyer Cousins series, I think. I have not read this one, but I think I might just go ahead and pick this one up in October. This one definitely sounds more on the darker edge of things, not your light and fluffy kind of, Wolf Gone Wild, or The Witch's Back type book, but definitely something a little bit darker. First in a trilogy. I know a lot of people who love Nora Roberts, so I know that there is talk of a Nora November readathon that's going to happen. So maybe if I read this one in October, I can read the second book in November. We shall see. And last but not least, I debated on doing this as the group read as well, but I wasn't sure. I know some of you have read this one. Some of you may not have. The edition that I have, this is the UK edition, and let's just spare a thought right now for Book Depository. How We Miss You Book Depository. That's where I got all my UK editions from. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. Look at that UK cover. Oh, the hardback too, you guys. Oh, Book Depository, I miss you. I was able to order the new Sarah Morgan, which is not a witch book, but I was able to purchase the new Sarah Morgan book on Amazon.co.uk. So that will be sent to me when it's released. So that's an option for anyone else in North America who wants these UK covers. Try Amazon.co.uk. Anyway, this one. Oh. Witch Wanted. Live-in tutor wanted for 3 young witches. Must have nerves of steel. Previous teaching experience not necessary. Witchiness essential. So yeah, this is I love that on the top of the car. There's the broom. Just delightful. Just delightful. So yeah, so many of these. Stay tuned. In a couple of weeks at the end of the month, I will be doing my TBR, including the books, of course, that I'm going to be reading for this readathon. There is another readathon taking place in October that I'm participating in. It's Halloween, which is being hosted by Storm over at Storm Reads, Lee from Dark Roots Creations, and Elizabeth from Tour. I always forget her channel. I am so sorry, Elizabeth. But I will leave link to all 3 of those ladies below it. and you can go and check that one out. Basically, it is a readathon to read middle grade spooky books. So a little bit different from here, but I think there's room for everything in October. Read all of the spooky books in October, or witchy books or what have you. So anyway, guys, that is it. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Feel free to join my Discord. The link is below. I will have a section for this where we can talk about the books we're reading. You guys can share your TBRs. When you finish books, you can share your thoughts on them. I want all the witchy things in October, essentially. So yeah. Anyway, guys, until my next video, take care and happy reading. Bye, everybody.